Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
The following program is paid for by Learfield Bobcat Sports Properties.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Basketball, brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
A new chapter in one of the great eras of Bobcat basketball begins tonight in Madison, Wisconsin, deep in the heartland and the soul of Big Ten country. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. An absolute privilege and an honor to be with you today as the Montana State men's basketball team opens up the 2024-2025 campaign in what is one of the more difficult places to play around the country. It's the Montana State University Bobcats opening up their season at the University of Wisconsin Badgers, which come in at 1-0 on the season after a come-from-behind win against Holy Cross on Monday. Well, for Montana State, 3 straight Big Sky Tournament championships. They've got a regular season championship in there as well, and one of the hallmarks of these championship teams the last couple of years has been turnover and new faces, changes on the roster from year to year, and once again this season is no different. It is a very new look roster. We will see what this starting lineup will be for the Bobcats, but bring in another slew of transfers this season from all different walks of life. This is a Bobcat team that is built by guys who have been here through all of the highs the last couple of years, like Tyler Patterson, Sam Leckalot, Jed Miller, and Patrick McMahon. You have some of the guys now who have come over and are here for their second year transferring from D2 and mid-major programs like Brandon Walker, Brian Karaki, Chika Duduka, and now a whole new slew of young men come in to wear the blue and gold this season, who also have a wide range of backgrounds, including Division II, JUCO, mid-major, and Power 4 conference experience as well. So this is going to be a fascinating year for Montana State as they enter what is going to be a devastatingly difficult schedule, similar to what they played in 2022 when the 22-23 season, when they went on to another conference championship that year. And for Montana State today, taking on the first of their 3 Big Ten opponents this season. They also go to Northwestern, and they're going to USC, of course, a new Big Ten member. And on top of that, they've also got a trip to TCU on the docket this year, among some other quality non-conference mid-major opponents as well. And this is a Bobcat team that is built with length, size, speed, position versatility, and a lot of experience. Despite all of the new faces, a number of these players have some great experience in their careers. You look at guys like Max Agbonkpolo, who comes in with over 100 games of experience on his resume after playing at USC, Wyoming, and Utah State. Jay Mullins, who sounds like he'll be the opening night point guard today. He has played extensive minutes and has played over 100 games in his career, both playing at St. Mary's and at Washington State over the last couple of years. And of course, once again, we have the highly anticipated return of Patrick McMahon, who was injured in Game 3 of last season. We'll see what kind of high-flying action Patrick McMahon has for us today in what is officially his junior year in terms of eligibility, although he is a senior in terms of his academic eligibility and where he is academically. But excited to see how this all comes together under second-year head coach Matt Logie. All right, we're going to get settled in and get you ready for this matchup between the Bobcats and the Badgers, but first we're going to take a timeout. It's Montana State and Wisconsin today from the Kohl Center, deep in the heartland of America. We're taking a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to BozemanChamber.com.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years, making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Back on the pregame show, getting set for the first game of the year. It's Montana State and Wisconsin, the first ever meeting between these two programs who have been playing for over 200 years combined over the last century plus. And today we'll see if Montana State can spring another signature victory under head coach Matt Logie, who earned a win at Cal in Game 3 of last year. And we'll see what he can do today against this Wisconsin Badgers team. All right, let's take a look at the Mountain Hot Tub opposing team profile today and see why this Badger team is going to be in hot water, brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979, your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. This is a Wisconsin Badger team that is led by 10th-year head coach Greg Gard, who has been with the program for 24 years. He replaced Bo Ryan and has been here since 2001, back when the Big Ten was just 11 teams compared to the 18 teams they have now, going from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. He's won 2 conference championships in his 10 years at the helm of Wisconsin. This is a Badger program that lost a couple of big transfers, brought in 3 new transfers, and they're also hoping to rely on a true sophomore point guard, John Blackwell, who's from the Detroit area of Michigan and is coming off a quality performance in his last game with 16 points. He was a member of the Big Ten all-freshman team a year ago. That is number 25, John Blackwell. We'll see what the Cats can do against him. On top of that, Wisconsin bringing back 2 starters, Max Klismet, who's started 102 games for the Badgers, and Steve Crowell, who's started 104 games in his career with the Badgers. So they do have some experience. They're incorporating a couple of new guys, and this is a program that has been built on defense, but last year they had one of their better offensive years in almost 2 decades. They averaged 74, almost 75 points per game, and again, that was their best average per game in 20 years. So we will see if they continue to play a high pace of basketball after they put up 85 points in the 85-61 win against Holy Cross, which opened up their campaign on Monday. All right, we're going to step aside. When we get back, we'll get some keys to the game, and then later we're sitting down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the Bobcats and the Badgers from the Kohl Center in Wisconsin. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
We are back on the pregame show, getting set for our first game of the season. It's Montana State and Wisconsin today. All right, let's get to our Wheat Montana weather report. It is pretty nice over here in Madison right now. It is 50 degrees, even with the sun having just set a little while ago. And on top of that, the Wheat Montana weather report kind of plays into today, because this is a cooler arena than most. This is also, this Kohl Center, also where they play hockey. So the court is on top of the ice. Of course, there's a barrier between the wood and the ice, but you can feel that cool air coming up from the ground. And when it's not sold out or super packed, although still filling in right now, not that big of a crowd, it can be fairly chilly in here and a little bit cold. So that is something to keep an eye out for, and sometimes it takes a little extra work to warm up in this arena than it does in some others. So that is the Wheat Montana weather report. All right, let's get to our Kendall Ford keys to the game today, and we'll hear some more about this from head coach Matt Logie in just a bit. But for Montana State, one of the things we'll be looking for is the pace of this game. We know Wisconsin is traditionally a program built on defense and grinding it down. However, they have scored some more points as of late, particularly last season when they had their best offensive year in 20 seasons. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of pace this game is played at. Of course, Montana State wants to really get up and down the floor and knock down some shots from the three-point arc. So we'll see who kind of wins the pacing of this game. Another key is going to be watching this inside game. I mean, Montana State, if you look at the rosters, they have enough size to feel like they can walk into a matchup like this and not be completely overmatched. it'll be interesting to see just how the Bobcats handle being inside against a Big Ten program, one of the great Big Ten powers in this conference. So we'll see what Montana State can do inside. And then the other two individual guys, can't wait to see what kind of hop Patrick McMahon has coming off that broken bone in his foot from a year ago, and seeing how much Brandon Walker can play today. I mean, he obviously had a phenomenal year last year, but we want to see maybe a few more minutes out of Brandon Walker this season. He averaged about 20 minutes a game. See if he can get that above 20 minutes today, and how his lungs are as he on his knowledge. That is the next step to continue to unlock his tremendous potential. So how many minutes does Brandon Walker play today? That is one of the top line questions. Before we get to our conversation with head coach Matt Logie, taking a look at our first starting lineups of the year for Montana State, it is Patrick McMahon, Jabe Mullins, Tyler Patterson, Brandon Walker, and Max Ogbonkpolo. On the other side for Wisconsin, their starting lineup looks like this. John Tonje is one of the guards. Max Klesmet, one of the returning starters and a guard at 6'4". John Blackwell, a 6'4" guard from Michigan, a Big Ten all-freshman team member a year ago. And then in the front court, Stephen Kroll, who is one of their returning starters, stands at 7 feet, 248 pounds. And finally, Nolan Winter, a second-year sophomore, who is 7 feet tall and a guy who has been pointed to as a potential breakout candidate for this Wisconsin team. So that's what we're looking at for the very first starting lineup of the year for the Bobcats. I imagine we'll see Coach Logie go anywhere between like 8 to 12 players deep this year as he gets used to a lot of the new pieces. And for Wisconsin, in their last game, they went about 8 deep before that game got out of hand. So we'll see how deep they want to go today as we get set for the Bobcats and the Badgers from the Kohl Center. The first ever meeting between Montana State and Wisconsin as the Bobcats get ready to square off against the first of 3 different teams that were single-digit seeds in the NCAA tournament just a season ago. So the Bobcats have reached new heights, but there are still heights to get to. One of those heights is winning an NCAA tournament game to set yourself up for success. In that regard, you get an opportunity to play a game like this against a perennial NCAA tournament team in the Wisconsin Badgers. Okay, we are going to take a break as the Bobcats head out onto the floor right now. And when we come back, we're going to sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the first tip-off of the season. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
back on the pregame show, and it is opening day from pretty warm and sunny Madison, Wisconsin. It's Montana State and the University of Wisconsin today. I'm Keaton Gillogly, alongside head coach Matt Logie. Coach, all right, here we go. Year 2, opening night. What's it like for you personally, just getting ready for that very first game of the year?
Well, it's exciting, obviously coming off of a great finish to last season. This offseason has been just filled with a lot of positive momentum and excitement, and the guys have had a great offseason of preparation, preparing for this next journey, and I'm really excited to see this group compete.
Yeah, I think this is such an interesting, eclectic group in terms of backgrounds, right? We see D2, JUCO transfers, P4, guys who have been here. What's it like for you seeing all these different backgrounds come together?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the norm in college basketball these days. You've got a lot of people coming from different places, different backgrounds. I think, our staff did a great job of evaluating the character of this group, and found a group of guys that I think get along really well, that are here to chase history, and are really excited to be Montana State Bobcats. And so I feel very blessed to lead this group, and it'll be a fun journey to go on.
We all know about the breakneck pace you had to put that team last year together with. As you look at this group, how much closer is this group to the vision and the style of basketball you truly want to be playing night in, night out?
Yeah, I think, obviously you make the most of whatever, strengths you have each and every year, but you also always have kind of a vision in your mind of what that best version would look like. I think this group has more depth than we were able to collaborate in a short time frame last year, so that should serve us well. We're certainly a taller, more longer group, position by position, and we were able to maintain a high level of experience and maturity, and so I'm really excited about those things. Obviously, we've always valued shooting the basketball, and this group can do that with the best of them, and that is a fun thing for us as coaches to be able to have at our disposal and to work with. And I think our inside guys also have some really unique skill sets, and Brandon Walker and Chika Nduka, the way that they can contribute and fit into this puzzle is really unique with all that shooting and size around them.
Yeah, speaking of Brandon Walker, preseason all-conference, where's his conditioning at over the offseason? How many minutes are we going to be able to see from him night in, night out?
Well, he's had a great offseason. His body looks great. He's playing at a high level. He's done extremely well in our opening opportunities this year, and I'm excited for him. He's paid his dues. He's been very, very coachable, and kind of leaned into our belief in him, and is ready for a great run this year.
For Patrick McMahon, back and healthy, what are your expectations? What has you excited about Pat's return?
Yeah, Pat gives us just a different element on the wing in terms of his athletic kind of pop and ability to score at the rim and in the mid-range. That's something that I think fans will enjoy. He's a guy that has had some tough breaks and is just chomping at the bit to show the world what we've seen in our off seasons, and so I'm excited for him to have the opportunity when the lights come on to show everybody else what he's capable of.
You mentioned some of the experience of the newcomers. Jabe Mullins is a guy who had some big high-level stops before getting here, St. Mary's, Washington State. What are you excited about to see from Jabe, and how is he going to fit into this rotation for you guys? Yeah,
Jabe's done a really good job, just taking over the kind of the leadership role in the backcourt. He's somebody that kind of grew up with the ball in his hands and making decisions and being a decision maker, and for whatever reason at his previous 2 stops, because of his shooting ability, was moved off the ball a little bit. And so I think we're starting to see just his basketball IQ, his willingness to make the easy play, in addition to the ability to shoot the basketball that fits in so well with how we play. And so I think the other thing that stands out about Jabe is just his size at the position at 6'6". He can see over the defense and gives us, NCAA tournament experience as well. So really excited to have him on board. when you add a guy like that to veterans like Tyler Patterson and Brian Garacki, he's a guy that can help make those guys better.
All right, well, speaking of NCAA tournament experience, this Wisconsin team has plenty, and you're going to face a lot of NCAA tournament experience in the non-conference, but one game under the belt for the University of Wisconsin. They brought in a couple of newcomers as well. What kind of style of offense are they going to be playing and coming into this game with?
Yeah, I think that's one of the exciting things to watch for as a fan tonight. You've got two different styles of play and pace. Wisconsin is a team that normally plays in the 60s, very post-oriented, very defensive-minded in kind of a efficiency-based, conservative way. They're very, very sound. And obviously, we're a team that likes to get up and down the court and shoot the three and play fast, and so those things are contrasting in some different ways, and it'll be fun to see how each identity kind of takes shape over the course of 40 minutes.
We're excited for this matchup, and it's going to be a really difficult non-conference schedule throughout this year. A lot of great environments, including the one tonight. What makes you think that these guys can stand up in the heat of the kitchen in an environment like this with 15,000 plus?
Well, they're number one, they're experienced. Number two, I think we've got size and length to compete with your Power 5 programs. And number three, this is a program and a culture that is really together. And, when you go on the road and you play in those hostile environments, you've got to be a unified group. And I'm really excited to see how that continues to show itself with this group. But so far, it's been really exciting to be around.
All right, the first step of a multi-month journey begins today in Madison. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and tip-off between Montana State and Wisconsin. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in-store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
It's easy not to think about food security when there's food on the table, but right now, 1 out of 10 Montanans is hungry.
When families don't have adequate access to nutritious food, that takes a very real toll on people's health.
This is why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana partners with Montana Food Bank Network.
Our interest at Blue Cross is we want the state, whether they're a member or not, to have adequate supply, access, composition of the food that they're able to get.
Learn more at bigblueskyinitiativemt.com.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Go. Now turn it up. Turn it up. It's game time.
One-hand slam. That was a ham. Got it to go. It's just that kind of night. Right corner three. Bang! This is the stuff that legends are made of. Gets it up for the win. Got it. Ball game over. Bobcats win. The Golden Bobcats continue their march. Montana State has done it.
We came here to win, and the best is yet to come.
Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
It's been one of the great stretches the last couple of years in program history, and tonight the Bobcats look to keep this golden age alive as they enter a sea of Cardinal red as they prepare for their first matchup ever against the Wisconsin Badgers. Before we get to our tip-off, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
My name is Keaton Gillogly. Will Gordon is our producer back in the studio today. Brian Pregame will rejoin us on Monday for the home opener against Northwest Indian College. But the Bobcats start the year on the road for a pair of games here against Wisconsin at Wichita State on Saturday. And for Montana State, they earned a P4 victory a year ago at Cal. Let's see what they have in store for us today as they have 4 different Power 4 conference teams on the schedule, from 3 Big Ten squads and a Big 12 squad as well. So this is going to be a battle-tested Bobcat group, which is trying to piece together a number of new parts in this system. But one thing many of these guys have in common is their experience and their length. And we'll see how that plays out today as we prepare for the first tip-off of the season. Bobcats in the navy blues, the gold Montana State written across the chest in capitalized block letters, numbers on the front and the back. For Wisconsin in the home whites with the cardinal trim around the bottom of the shorts and around the side of the sleeves, cardinal red numbers on the front and the back. The ball is tossed in the air and the tip is won by the Wisconsin Badgers, and here we go. The 2024-25 campaign begins. Blackwell slings it up to the top. They pass it down into the post, and Crowell has a quick two-handed dunk to open the scoring on the season against Montana State. Remember, Wisconsin did win their season opener on Monday with a victory against Holy Cross. Brandon Walker into the post for his first touch. He has the ball stripped, but he's able to recover it down to the right block, turns with a hook shot, left it a bit short, and Wisconsin has the rebound. Tanjay pushes ahead, takes it to the top, and swings it around the perimeter. Handoff out of the right wing for Blackwell. Toss up to the top of the key, Winter. Back to Blackwell. Steps to his left. Tries a long two. That's no good, and Jade Mullins has the rebound. Mullins moves along the left sideline, throws to Brandon Walker at the top. Back to Mullins, right around a screen. Bounce pass into the post. Walker looking to get rid of it, does to McMahon. Throws back to Walker. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Out to the right wing for Tyler Patterson. Picks up the dribble and bounces down to the right block. Here's Brandon Walker back to the basket. 7 to shoot. Gets into the paint. Working his way down. Turns, spins, hooks, missed it. And Wisconsin clears the rebound cleanly. Badgers from left to right. 20-win team a year ago. Wisconsin went to the Big Ten Tournament Championship game, eventually losing to that stout Illinois squad. And we've got a whistle and a foul. It's going against Montana State, and it is Max Agbongpolo who picks up his first foul as he was trying to fight around the screen. Montana State is trailing 2-0 against Wisconsin. 18 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first half. Just settling in and figuring it all out. Wisconsin inbound from their own baseline. Blackwell throws it out to Tanjay, and he wraps it around to Crowell out of the right wing. Toss into the post for Blackwell. He gets rid of it out to the left wing. Here's a three. That's short. Long rebound, and it goes out of bounds. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, the proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. Bobcats with the basketball to our left. Mullins down to the mid-post left side, bounces it out to Patrick McMahon. Slings around to Walker at the top. Hand off to Agbonkpolo. He steps up, dials up a three, and buries it. Agbonkpolo, his first points with the Cats. Top side three. After that bucket, Agbonkpolo now with 586 career points at his fourth different stop. Wisconsin with the ball. They trail 3-2, 17:45 to go first half. Kick out to the left wing. That three is no good. Rebound tip. It's loose. Bobcats diving for it, and Walker wins it. He throws ahead. Pat McMahon into the lane. He gets cut off and kicks it out to the right wing. Mullins drives, gets down, and kicks it back out. Here's Patterson. His right wing three swirls off. No good. Patterson's first opportunity from downtown. One of the great three-point shooters in program history. And Patterson has it swim off the rim. Lismet into the lane, puts up a runner. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. The Bobcats win it. They have numbers if they push the tempo. They get it out to Mullins to the top, out to the left wing. Agbonkpolo for three. A little bit too strong, and the rebound collected by Wisconsin. They meander from left to right. Lismet out of the left wing. Bounce down to the left baseline. Crowell skip pass out to the right wing. Tanjay pumps the three, steps to his right, lets it fly from deep, and it's good. John Tanjay with his first three of the night. Hit 3 threes in the season opener on Monday. 16:45 to go first half. Bobcats trailing 5-3 against the Badgers. Walker up at the top. Hand off to Mullins off a screen. Curling right, down in the lane. Spins, lays it up. No good, but draws the foul. Got hacked pretty cleanly down there. And that foul goes on Stephen Crowell, his first. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana, 811.org. So Jabe Mullins heads to the line. Chika Naduka, the first one off the bench for the Bobcats. The first free throw is good for Mullins, one of the newcomers this year. Fifth-year senior who was high school teammates with Tyler Patterson out in Washington. Mullins, in his career, 83% shooter from the free throw line. Hasn't really gotten the line of much throughout his career. That was just the 58th free throw he has attempted in his 5 years. That second free throw is good, so Mullins puts them both in, and he ties the game up. 5 points apiece, 16:35 to go first half. Wisconsin, the home whites, against a smattering crowd. Out to the left wing, Blackwell. That three is good in rhythm. Nobody covered him up. Blackwell, a 46% three-point shooter from a season ago. Montana State with the ball, down 8-5, just over 16 minutes to go first half. Agbonkpolo to the elbow, his jumper. Rimming, no. Naduka fighting for the rebound, and he won it. That was 1 versus 2, and Chika Naduka wins a 50-50 ball. Drive and a kick. Mullins in for the left wing, kicks it out. Here's a right wing three. That's in the air. Too strong from Agbonkpolo. Rebound tipped out by Patterson and Naduka, and the Bobcats pick it up in the backcourt. Montana State gets another opportunity. Great hustle on the glass, led by Chika Naduka on the last 2 attempts. Patterson now curls off a screen. His top side two hits the heel of the iron. Tipped out again by Naduka, and the Bobcats get another opportunity. Let's see if they can convert. Trying to pull closer, down 8-5. Mullins into the post, and Naduka got grabbed and fouled. John Blackwell picks up his first. That's going to take us to our first timeout. How about the spark by Chika Naduka off the bench, who's got a big smile that could light up a city as he heads back to the bench. Let's step aside. Bobcats trading blows with the Badgers. It's Wisconsin 8, Montana State 5, 15:36 to go in the first half. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
Back at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We are courtside at the Kohl Center. It's Montana State and Wisconsin today. The Badgers leading the Bobcats 8-5 with 15:36 to go in the first half. A check of the out-of-town scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. The women will tip off here in a little less than an hour. They are at home against Troy, looking for a 2-0 start on the year. Couple other games getting going a little bit later tonight. Idaho State is at USC. Portland State hosts Evergreen State, and UC Davis is at Idaho. So those are the other Big Sky games going on around today. There's only one top 25 game around the country. Florida has a bye game. They are hosting later today. All right, Bobcats have the basketball. We have out-rebounded the Badgers 7-4 so far. Bounce pass is knocked out of bounds. Kamari McGee was the one to knock it out, just checking into the ballgame a moment ago. Montana State just one field goal so far. They're 1 of 8 from the field. Into Brian Garacki getting his first touch of the season, preseason all-conference. He slings out to the left wing. Bunkpolo turns the corner, gets into the lane, has his pocket picked, but recovers the loose change. Now pivoting outside the lane, steps in, forces it up, no good, and Wisconsin has the rebound. Yeah, it's about a bit of a black hole in the post against a couple of the 7-footers for the Badgers. Blackwell takes it out to the top, hands it off on the wing. Gilmore gets rid of it to Klesmit. Klesmit turn to the corner, down into the left corner, slings back out to Gilmore. Dribbling around the perimeter, bounces out to Blackwell at the end of the shot clock, 5 to shoot. Blackwell on the drive, hands off underneath, blocked from behind. Tyler Patterson got a hand on it, and the Bobcats able to reject it at the rack. Cats into the front court now. Jay Mullins directing traffic. Sam Lekalot getting a chance to make his season debut momentarily, and Bryce Zephyr getting ready to check in. In the Naduka, kick out to the right corner. Here's Patterson. That three is good. First three of the year for Tyler Patterson, number 208 in his 5-year career. Bobcats tied up 8 points apiece, 14:25 to go first half. Klesmit slings into the right corner. It's knocked out of bounds by the active hands of Jade Mullins. All right, a debut for Bryce Zephyr, transferring from Salt Lake Community College. And Sam Lekalot, one of the storied names now in program history, a key piece of the championship team a year ago. And he's got 4 rings, really. He got a regular season championship mixed in among the 3 tournament championships the last 3 seasons. Wisconsin inbounds, it's tip free, and the Bobcats have the steal. Bryce Zephyr out to Garacki, transition left wing 3. Short. Boy, shots are not falling for the Cats. They're 2 of 6 from downtown. All 3-point field goals this year are sponsored by Wendy's. And Tanjay draws a foul on the drive. That was Sam Lekalot who picks up his first foul. All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services this season. So far, 1 assist for Chika Naduka today. 14:07 to go first half. This game is tied at 8. Wisconsin inbound to the baseline. A lob out to the top to haul it in by Xavier Amos. He gets it into McGee. Nowhere to go. Has to kick it back out to the top of the key for Tanjay. Fires it deep into the post. Prow back it in, draws a double, bounce pass underneath, and the lay-in is good. The backdoor cut by Kamari McGee turns into 2. Wisconsin back in front, up 10-8, 13:45 to go first half. Bryce Zephyr turns the corner around the wing. Throws it back out to the top for Jade Mullins. Comes left around Lecolot, fires into the post. Lecolot tries to kick it out and does. Zephyr saves it as the pass was a bit off the mark. Out to Garacki. He steps up and drills a 3 from behind the Naduka screen. So Brian Garacki gets his first points of the year after averaging 13 a game a season ago. The Bobcats have a 1-point lead. They'll be 11-10. 13 and a quarter to go first half. That 3-point field goal sponsored by Wendy's. Tanjay into the lane, steps through, got his pocket pick. Bryce Zephyr was there. Zephyr throws ahead to Lecolot along the left sideline. Cats set it up and settle it down. Mullins directing traffic near the big block W at center court. Comes left around a screen, kicks it out to the top for Garacki. Dribbling right, picks up the bounce, throws to Naduka in the right corner. Hand off to Zephyr, 8 to shoot. His bounce pass is kicked and out of bounds. We'll stay with Montana State. The Bobcats now starting to knock down a couple of threes. Only 3 field goals hit by 3 different guys, plus a couple of free throws today for Montana State. So spreading it around to a 1-point lead with 12:47 to go first half. Inbounds pass from the baseline out to Sam Lecolot. Gives it to Naduka. Dribbling along the perimeter, hands it off for Garacki, coming right around a screen. Gets inside, had it stripped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Montana State. Jed Miller checks in now, third-year junior. Also has multiple rings in his trophy case. Jade Millins getting a breath. 8 seconds on the shot clock as the Bobcats inbound. Zephyr looking to get it in. He does. Miller, 15-foot baseline jumper is good. So Jed Miller pops off the bench and buries the open jumper. Miller in his career averaging 2.7 points per game. That was his 102nd point of his 3-year career. Cats up by 3. Here's a topside 3 the other way, and that rattles home out of the hands of Max Klismet. Pretty flat-footed, but buried it confidently. He's a guy with over 200 threes in his career. Out to Garacki at the top. Bobcats set it up in a tie game. Garacki, topside 3. In and out. Rebound, chipped, loose, and won by Wisconsin. Ooh, and then Naduka, a little aggressive, and commits a hustle foul. First foul on Chika Naduka. Let's take a break. Hey, we got a tie game between the Bobcats and the Badgers. 11:58 to go in the first half. It's Montana State and Wisconsin tied at 13 points apiece. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. It's Montana State and Wisconsin tonight. First meeting ever between these two programs, and it's been a good one so far. Montana State and Wisconsin tied at 13 points apiece with 11:58 to go in the first half. Wisconsin with the basketball coming out of the timeout. They move from left to right. The home whites. They will play a lot at home. They do not leave the Kohl Center until we get to December. Thrown around over to the left wing. Klesmit, shovel pass out to the free throw line. Crowell back to Klesmit, and his three is good. Max Klesmit knocking it down. Fourth three of the night for the Badgers. They hit a lot of shots from deep last week, or last game rather, on Monday. Like a lot out on the left wing. Gives it to Jed Miller on the right wing. Picks up the dribble, throws to Brandon Walker. With 10 to shoot, gives to Bryce Zephyr. Picks up the dribble, throws to the free throw line for Walker. Gets into the post, spins to the right shoulder with a left hand. He's able to finish. First points of the year for the preseason Big Sky All-Conference member. Brandon Walker with his first 2 points of the night. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Amos on the drive, forces it up through contact. No good. The Bobcats have the rebound. Zephyr and Miller were there with the defense. Zephyr has the rebound as well, and he takes it out to the left wing. Has the bounce, crossing over, stumbles, lost his balance, and we got a whistle and a jump ball. We'll stay with Montana State. Zephyr just kind of losing his footing there a little bit. That forces the tie up, but it will still be Montana State basketball. Bobcats are next in action on Saturday, a 5 o'clock tip-off at Wichita State. Pat Stratham will have the fill-in duties. I'll be up at Bobcat Stadium for the Sac State football game on Saturday afternoon. Zephyr inbounds down to the right baseline. Oh, and Racky, after accepting the inbounds pass, stepped on the baseline, an unforced turnover. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Pass tipped out of bounds by Jed Miller, but it'll stay with Wisconsin. Good hustle. Wisconsin now will inbound to their own offensive zone in front of the Bobcat bench. Overhead pass up to the top. Gilmore fires into the post. It's taken away. Zephyr and Miller team up on the defense again. Here's Zephyr on the drive into the lane. Throws it out to Brandon Walker. He dials up a three, and it's good. Brandon Walker starting 100% from downtown. He's got 5 points, and MSU has a 2-point lead against Wisco. At the 10-minute mark of the first half, Blackwell blocked and fouled. McMahon and Miller were there. It's Patrick McMahon who picks up his first foul. .10:06 to go in the first half. Montana State leading it 18-16. But free throws coming here for Blackwell after the foul on Pat McMahon. First free throw, that is good. John Blackwell, true sophomore, second-year sophomore from Bloomington Hills, Michigan. That's suburbs of Detroit. Remember the All-Big Ten freshman team a year ago. Racked up 16 points in the opener on Monday, which was just 2 shy of his career high. Blackwell knocks down the second free throw. So he's got 5 early points. This game knotted again at 18 points apiece. 10 minutes to go, first half. Ogbongbolo on the drive, kicks it out. Mullins gives it down to the left baseline. Walker doubled, had it tip free, able to recover. Oh, wait, they called that a double dribble. Didn't the defender come down and knock that away? Okay. Logie getting an explanation. I think he's saying that it was knocked free, then he dribbled as he was getting it back, grabbed it with 2 hands, then dribbled again. That's our interpretation, reading lips. So in a tie game, Wisconsin has the ball, 9:40 to go, first half. Round over the left wing. Klesmit Steps around the screen, tries a three, left it short, and the Bobcats clear the rebound. MSU's been good on the glass, out-rebounding UW 10-7 so far. Walker down to the right baseline, back to the basket, back and down. Double team help comes in with the rake. A foul called as Max Klesmit came in and got caught red-handed. First foul on Max Klesmit. 9:19 to go, first half. This game tied at 18. Montana State with a basketball underneath the hoop. Jay Mullins looking to get it in, has to go to the third option. It's knocked free, and Montana State turns it over on the inbounds pass. Blackwell into the paint, spins, goes up, lays it. No, Brandon Walker wins the rebound as he was falling over the baseline, able to get free to Tyler Patterson. Ahead to Pat McMahon, into the corner. Mullins goes up the top for Walker. Cats get set. Hand off Ogbonkpolo. Moves right to the wing, throws into the post. Walker doubled and fouled. So Brandon Walker drawing some fouls. Jack Janicki, a redshirt freshman from Minnesota, picks up his first foul. 8:51 to go first half. Montana State and Wisconsin tied at 18. Cats make their home debut on Monday night at 7 o'clock. Ryan Creeby will be joining us again for the home games. Mullins has it at the top, throws it around to Pat McMahon on the right wing. 10 to shoot, comes left around a screen, and it was an illegal screen set by Brandon Walker. Walker picks up his first foul. 8:41 to go first half. Wisconsin looking to break the tie. Cats have now turned the ball over 4 times in the last 2.5 minutes, but Montana State hasn't allowed any field goals in that stretch. Handoff out of the right wing. McGee turns the corner, bounce pass underneath, and Winter lays it in. Good ball movement by Wisconsin. Nolan Winter with his first 2 points, coming off a career high on Monday in the season opener. Bobcats down by 2, 8 1/4 to go first half. Neither team has put together an extended run yet tonight. Into Walker down mid-post, and he traveled. Yeah, Winter kind of pulled the chair out from underneath him, and Walker lost his balance, leading to the travel and the turnover. Wisconsin looking to add to a 2-point lead. Both teams have had a 3-point lead. That's been it. So it's been tight, and it's been back and forth in the first 12 minutes on this season opening Thursday. Winter takes it over to the right wing. He hands it off to McGee, curls into the lane, had it poked away from behind, recovered by Wisconsin. The shot is loose. The offensive rebound put back, no, and the Cats able to clean the glass. Thrown ahead, Ogbonkpolo, but Wisconsin gets back. Ogbonkpolo gives to McMahon on the left wing. Back down to the left mid-post. Down to the left block for Naduka. Out to Ogbonkpolo. His three is good. Max Ogbonkpolo reining it in. His second three of the day. 71st of his career. 117 games. That's the length, experience, and deadly shooting we can expect from Montana State this year. Cats retake the lead on that three, up by 1. Ball moving around the perimeter for Wisconsin. McGee gives it to Winter. Tries to drive, and Ogbonkpolo picks up the foul. And he got his arms in there and restricted the movement. Max Ogbonkpolo picks up his second foul of the day. All right, let's take a break. A seesaw affair. Montana State right now on the up. They lead Wisconsin 21-20 with 7:13 to go in the first half. We're taking a break from First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Something great could be getting started here. Still relatively early, but 13 minutes into the ball game, the Bobcats have a lead on the road against a Big Ten opponent who won 20 games last year and went to the NCAA tournament as a 5 seed. 7 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State 21, Wisconsin 20. Bobcats, despite some turnovers lately, have now hit their last 3 shots. And after a quiet start from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown, 7 of 17 overall from the field. So it's 5 Wendy's 3-pointers and 5 Aware Mental Health Services assists. That's 5 assists on 7 field goal makes so far. Cats have 5 turnovers, Badgers have 3. So pretty even game so far. Wisconsin with the basketball, inbounding underneath their own cup. They do get it into Gilmore, back out to the sophomore point guard Blackwell. Blackwell takes it up to the center logo, works his way to the right wing, slings up to the top of the key for Tanjay. Tanjay working his way into the paint, lost his bounce, he's blocked. Jade Mullins rejects it. Cats running the other way. McMahon into the lane, going to the rack. He's swatted, and it's out of bounds. We'll stay with Montana State. And McMahon got a little bit of a bump there as he was going up. That kind of limited his ability to leap, and that led to kind of a roofing block coming down the side from Gilmore. Cats to inbound. It's Jade Mullins who hauls it in from the left wing. Up to McMahon. He takes it into the lane. He goes up with a floater, and it's good. Nice job by Pat McMahon after getting blocked pretty emphatically. Go right back downhill and finish it off for his first 2 points of the season. That's 150 in Pat McMahon's career. MSU with a 3-point lead. Badgers with the ball. 6:30 to go first half. Blackwell out of the right wing. Gives it to Gilmore. Into the left corner. Tanjay throws it around the perimeter still. No penetration yet. Out to Gilmore, top side, 5 to shoot. Gilmore on the drive. He kicks it out from the right wing. Blackwell shorts a 3, offensive rebound. Gilmore hooks it up and got it to go. Gilmore with his first 2 points today. Coming off the bench. MSU with the ball up 1. Mullins on the drive, hands off for Naduka, kicks it out, extra pass. Garacki, his 3. No, wide open right corner look from Brian Garacki, bounces off the rim. Wisconsin down 1 with the ball, 5:45 to go first half. Tanjay up to the top, around to Klesmet on the right wing, driving on Patterson who's called for the foul. Kind of lifted his leg and restricted the movement. And a pretty easy textbook call against Tyler Patterson. Bobcat basketball is presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food, order from anywhere, and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. 7th team foul on the Bobcats, so a 1-and-1 coming here for Max Klesmet, who's an 80% free throw shooter in his long 5-year career. And the front end is good. Klesmet a part of that kind of base here with Wisconsin. Him and Crowell, the 2 returning starters. They did lose a couple of their top line guys to transfers last year. Brought in some new transfers. Free throw is good. Max Klesmet is 104th game with the Badgers. Pouring that one in. And Wisconsin retakes a 1-point lead. 5:35 to go first half. Mullins comes left around a screen at the top. Gives it to Patterson back on the right wing. He dribbles right, Slings to the top for Garacki. Works his way to the left wing. Garacki with the dribble. Works his way into the post now. Backing down. Turns around. Fall away Jay. No. Tough shot by Brian Garacki with a hand in his face, falling away from the cup. Now Wisconsin looking to add to a 1-point lead. 5:10 to go, first half. Here's the drive into the free throw line. Klesmit nowhere to go. Bounce pass tip free by Patterson. Recovered by the Badgers. Crow backing in. Puts up a runner. Off balance. No good. Fight for the rebound and won by Wisconsin. Tanjay came in and skied for the board. Toss up to the top. Klesmit a drive. Wild off balance shot. That rebound tipped out and Wisconsin wins it again. So they'll get a third crack at the rack. Crow with 4 to shoot. His pass tip free and the Cats steal it away. Montana State undeterred. Cats down by 1. 4:30 to go in the first half. And Montana State wants to use a timeout. 4:33 to go in the first half. Montana State trailing 24-23. We are keeping it here. Yes, we are keeping it here. Not quite within the range for a media timeout yet. Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. 5 p.m. the tip-off at Wichita State on Saturday. The coverage begins at 4:30, and then men are home for their home opener at the Brick on Monday at 7 p.m. Northwest Indian College will be there, and the Cats will also be honoring Carter Ash, who did not go through Senior Day festivities last year. Did decide to finish up his career, get ready for medical school, so they're going to give him a special Senior Day honor coming up on Monday. Pass by Naduka, kicked out of bounds. 4:30 to go, first half. Montana State down 24-23. Again, still neither team has led by more than 3, and neither team has had a run of more than 6 points. So this has been a very even, stalemate-type matchup between the Cats and the Badgers so far. A lower scoring affair in the first half. Mullins to the elbow. His jumper is good. Jay Mullins is a smooth shooter. His first field goal of the day. He's got 4 overall points. Ball moved around the perimeter. Tanjay looking to get rid of it out on the left wing. Has to throw up to the top. The Cats covering well underneath. Now the drive gets underneath and a foul. Naduka bit on the pump fake. And Chika Naduka draws his second foul. And free throws are coming. Luckily for the Cats, with a little bit of foul trouble here. Agbonkpolo with 2 fouls. Naduka with 2. They are a much, much deeper team this season. Tanjay with the first free throw. He has the second one coming. 25 on, a chance for UW to take the lead. This free throw is up and good. I'm sure there's some Husky fans out there on the West Coast that want to claim UW as the University of Washington, but I can tell you firsthand, Badger fans like to refer to Wisconsin as UW as well. And I guess the red and the purple will just have to duke it out on the hardwood as they're both Big Ten foes now. Jay Mullins misses a good look from the right wing 3. That's no good. Wisconsin the other way. They try a transition 3, and that's no good as Pat McMahon got a glancing blow of the wrist of John Tanjay, who was attempting that left wing 3. Just a whisper of a bump, but enough to get the foul. I guess they're calling that some body contact underneath that was enough to draw the foul. That'll send us to a timeout. 3:45 to go in the first half. Wisconsin going to the free throw line when we come back with a 1-point lead. Wisconsin 26, Montana State 25, 3:45 to go first half. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. It's Montana State and Wisconsin today, and the Bobcats are trailing the Badgers 26-25 with 3:45 to go in the first half. It's been a good matchup so far. It's been very even. It's been a tight tug of war. And John Tanjay is going to the free throw line with an opportunity to give Wisconsin the largest lead of either team so far throughout this ballgame. First free throw is good. The largest lead for now being 3 points apiece. But Tanjay with 3 free throws coming up after the Patrick McMahon foul. Second free throw is good. Wisconsin was historically good in their opener at the free throw line against Holy Cross. They went 16 of 16 from the stripe. That was the second most makes they've had without a miss in program history. Next free throw is good for John Tanjay. Now Wisconsin with a 4-point lead, their largest lead of the day, up 29-25 with 3:40 to go first half. Zephyr moves it around to Garacki, back up to Zephyr at the top. Around the perimeter to Mullins. Hand off for Walker, back to Mullins. Steps up behind a screen. Oh, it drills a 3. Jay Mullins, 7 points in the first half. 3:21 to go in the first half, and that draws the Bobcats back to within 1 after that Wendy's 3-point. Tanjay on the right wing. A lefty dribble into the lane to the cup. Tries the dunk. No good, but a foul called on Brian Garacki. His first foul. And some more free throws coming. Wisconsin about to go to the line for the 11th and 12th times now, while Montana State has had just 2 free throws. Logie getting an explanation from one of the officials. Calm back and forth, and a couple of wry smiles as Tanjay misses the free throw. That is the first miss from the free throw line this season by Wisconsin after they started 25 of 25. Next free throw is good. Tanjay having a nice start to the night. He's got a game-high 9 points. 2-point lead for the Badgers. Bobcats with the ball, 3:05 to go first half. Lecolot with a standing dribble. Gives it to Zephyr at the top of the key. Bounce to Walker, back to Zephyr. Back to Walker at the free throw line. Kicks it out. Lecolot spins from the left wing. Kicks it out to Walker. He's on the drive into the lane. Thrown out to the right corner. Here's Jay Mullins. Airballs the 3. Lecolot got the board. He goes up as he draws the foul. I think that was on the floor, though. It was. Stephen Crowell picks up his second foul. 6 Wendy's 3-pointers for Montana State. They're 6 of 14 from downtown today. MSU down by 2, 2:46 to go first half. Into Walker out on the left baseline of the Bobcat offensive side. He comes around to screen, but it was an illegal screen set by Bryce Zephyr, the transfer from Salt Lake Community College. And Zephyr has his first foul. His parents made the trip out. They are here and watching Bryce play today. Wisconsin moving from left to right with 2:35 to go in the first half. Blackwell into the lane. Hands it off underneath, and it's stolen away. Brandon Walker with the theft. Walker, bounce pass underneath to Lekola, out to Mullins, steps into a rhythm three. That's no good. Fight for the rebound, and we got a jump ball. It'll go to Wisconsin. Good effort by Sam Lekola. 2:25 to go first half. Wisconsin leading 30-28. Women getting ready to tip off. Home against Troy tonight. Daniel Sally on the call. He's getting ready to go on the air in the next couple of minutes. Thrown around up to the top as Wisconsin settles it in. Klesmit up at the top of the key. Thrown into the left corner. And whistle and a foul as Lekolot tried to draw the charge but wasn't quite squared. So that'll be Sam's second foul. Coach Logie has touted his depth this year, and we're going to see that tonight. Lekolot becomes the third Bobcat with multiple fouls today. Tanjay at the stripe. And the free throw is good after taking the scenic route, hopping around the rim. It's a 12th team foul for the Cats in this first half. Wisconsin has 5. Chance for Wisconsin to match their largest lead of the night. The free throw is good. Tanjay in the double figures in the first half with 10. 4-point advantage, the largest of either team tonight. 32-28 Wisconsin, 2:10 to go first half. Brandon Walker at the top of the key, crosses over into the lane, got a little bit of space, and draws the foul on a big block attempt by Nolan Winter, who wound up and took a big whack. So that puts Brandon Walker at the line. Walker was just 58% from the free throw line last year, getting to the line over 100 times. First free throw is short. Crowd trying to make some noise. Not really close to a sellout. It's a 3-deck spot here, or 2 upper decks, as Walker missed both free throws. Lower bowl mostly full, and they got a second deck and a third deck. The third deck's almost empty. Wisconsin working offensively, trying to extend a 4-point advantage with 1:50 to go in the first half. This is a key 2-minute stretch here. McGee down underneath along the baseline, kicks the left corner. This three is up and good. Klesmit with a bad angle three from the left corner, and Wisconsin has one of their first runs of the ball game. A 6-0 run now, matching their largest of the day. A 7-point Wisconsin lead. Mullins driving a kick. Here's a left corner three. Garacki rattles it in. Ryan Garacki now with 6 points. Bobcats back to within 4. That was a key bucket there. Keep Montana State well within striking distance. 75 seconds to go first half. Winter hands it off out in the left corner. McGee into the post. Layup, no. Garacki had the defense. The Bobcats have the rebound. Brandon Walker in amongst a sea of white jerseys, slows it down with a minute to go in the first half. Bobcats down by 4. Chance to make it a 1-possession game. Mullins getting an air ball chant. Drive and a bounce pass. Walker going to the rack, lays it up. No, but draws the fouls. He got hammered. Stayed on his feet, but got hit hard. John Blackwell awarded his second foul on the play. 51 seconds to go in the first half, and a couple of crucial free throws here for Brandon Walker after missing the first 2 he had an opportunity at. That is good. Needed that one from Brandon Walker. High hopes for the third-year junior, transfer from UT Arlington. He'll have a chance to play near his home, and the Cats go to TCU in December. That free throw is good by Brandon Walker, so he hits both. Much needed. Keeps Montana State within a single possession. Wisconsin 35, Montana State 33. 50 seconds to go, first half. Badgers with the basketball going from left to right. Moving around the perimeter, fires into the right corner. McGee on the drive, stops, off balance lefty layup is good. Kamari McGee, shifty left-handed finish. About a 7 or 8 second differential between the shot and game clocks now. MSU with the ball to our left, milking it down, trailing 37-33. They've hung with Wisconsin in the first half. Zephyr hands it off to Mullins with 10 to shoot. Mullins now with 7. Moves left 5, over to Garacki. He's open. That right corner 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. Tipped out of bounds going to Wisconsin. That's a good look for Brian Garacki of the Bobcats. Just didn't fall, and Wisconsin's going to use a timeout. It's a good look. Garacki gets a high five from his head coach, Matt Logie, after that. Even though it didn't fall, that's the shot you want to be taking. Join Champ's new Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $40 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. Women's hoops getting ready to go tonight against Troy at home. The men have Wichita State on Saturday evening, and then they have their home opener on Monday. Football has Sac State on Saturday. Volleyball is on the road for their final road trip of the season. They'll be home again next week. I'll have the call against Portland State on ESPN Plus next Thursday. Things are heating up. .7 to go in the first half. Wisconsin going the length of the floor. They get it to Blackwell, 5, takes it across the timeline, 4. Blackwell to the top 3. He's on the drive, gets underneath, handoff underneath, and a two-handed dunk expires the first half. Nolan Winter finishes it off, and it's a 6-point game at the break. That was an easy bucket for Wisconsin at the end of that first 20 minutes. All right, all in all, pretty solid performance for the Cats. They are right in it with the Badgers through one half of play. We'll step aside at halftime. It's Wisconsin 39, Montana State 33. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Bobcat fans, celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none, experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. We're at the half, and Montana State is trailing Wisconsin 39-33. It's been a tight one so far, but the Bobcats have hung right in there. The largest lead of the day for Wisconsin has been 7 points. That was just a few minutes ago before the Bobcats got another couple of buckets. But overall, Montana State has stood tall in the fire in Big Ten country today, and we'll see what they have in store for us in the second half. Remember, Wisconsin on Monday against Holy Cross was down by 16 in the first half, but they battled back, and despite having a 1-point deficit at the half, Wisconsin outscored Holy Cross 50-25 in the second half of that game. So it'll be interesting to see how the adjustments play out in the second 20 minutes of this ballgame. All right, we're going to take a break, though. Montana State is trailing Wisconsin 39-33. We'll get you a full rundown of the scoring in a bit, but first a timeout for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Pretty good, but not perfect first half. Hats will take it. They're down by 6 at the break against the Big Ten's Wisconsin Badgers. Keaton Gillogly with you at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State is trailing 39-33 against Wisconsin. Taking a look at some of the numbers, the Bobcats shoot 39% from the field, 7 Wendy's three-pointers. That's 7 of 17 for 41%, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 6 turnovers so far and -1 on the glass. Wisconsin 42% from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown, 12 of 13 from the charity stripe, and 5 turnovers by the Badgers so far. For Montana State, Brandon Walker and Jay Mullins leading the way with 7 points apiece, each with 3 rebounds as well. And Mullins has a pair of assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Bryce Zephyr, 0 points. Tyler Patterson, 1 Wendy's three-pointer. Ryan Garacki, 6 points. Pat McMahon, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Ugbunk Polo with 6 points, and Miller with 2. A lot of foul trouble for the Cats in that first half. There were 4 guys with 2 fouls apiece: McMahon, Ugbunk Polo, Duca, and Lekalot. On the other side, Tanjay and Klesmit are leading the way with 11 points apiece. Blackwell, their point guard, with 5. McGee with 4. Winter with 4. Gilmore with 2. And Crowell with 2. So that is the rundown of scoring in the first half. Montana State with 7 assists on 11 field goal makes. All assists sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Also of note, 7 three-pointers of their 11 field goals. So just 4 two-pointers to 7 three-pointers in this game. We'll see if that trend continues in the second half. This game is brought to you by the Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. Let's take a break at halftime. Montana State trailing Wisconsin 39-33 at the break. We'll take a look at the rest of the Big Sky scores in just a bit. We're pausing for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success. Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Back to First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State and Wisconsin battling it out. Bobcats trailing 39-33 against the Badgers. Time now for the delivery of the half, presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. So far, the Bobcat defense has delivered 5 steals, forcing all 5 of Wisconsin turnovers in this first half. It's led to 7 points off the turnovers for the Cats, while Wisconsin has just 2 points off turnovers in that first half. So Bobcat defense has stepped up in a lot of ways through the first 20 minutes, and Bryce Zephyr leading away with a pair of steals so far. All right, we will step aside one more time, and when we get back, we'll get caught up on some other Big Sky scores and get ready for the second half of play between Montana State and Wisconsin. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Back courtside at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position on top of the covered ice next to the hardwood as the Bobcats are opening up their 2024-2025 campaign today. And they trail Wisconsin 39-33 as we get set for the start of the second half. All right, before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
I'm Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today with Will Gordon back in the studios tonight. Brian Pregame rejoins us on Monday for the home opener, 7 o'clock against Northwest Indian College. Getting ready to go to start the second half here in Madison, deep in the heartland. Wisconsin leading at Montana State 39-33. Max Klesmet, one of the fifth-year seniors, is tied for the team lead along with John Tange, one of the newcomers and a seventh-year senior. They both have 11 points apiece for Wisconsin. For Montana State, Jay Mullins, Brandon Walker leading the way with 7 points apiece. Cats are -1 on the glass right now, so they've been pretty good rebounding the basketball, so that's been pretty even so far today. Quick check of the First Interstate Bank out-of-town at scoreboard. Nothing else around the Big Sky has tipped off today. Idaho State is at Wisconsin, so that's coming up a little bit later tonight. And then Portland State hosts Evergreen State, and Idaho hosts UC Davis. So that's what else is going on around the Big Sky on the men's side. And then you've got Troy and Montana State just tipping off back at the Brick. Troy leading Montana State 4-2 early in the first quarter back in Bozeman. Same starting five on both sides for the Bobcats. Mullins, Ogbonkpolo, Patterson, Walker, and McMahon. On the other side, Tange, Klesmet, Crowell, Blackwell, and Winter. Bobcats start the second half of the basketball on the road, Navy Blues, and they trail by 6, down 39-33. Tyler Patterson opens the second half, and he drills a topside three. So Patterson opens the scoring in the second half. He has 6 points tonight, his second Wendy's three-pointer of the day, and it slices the deficit in half. Wisconsin with their first touch of the second half. Tange looking for room, nowhere to go against Patterson. Out to Crowell at the top, into the post. Blackwell flash into the cup. He tries to hand it off and does, and Winter is there with a two-hand dunk. Double team came down and left Nolan Winter uncovered, and the 7-footer used a two-handed slam to push the lead out to 5 for Wisconsin. 19.25 to go in the second half. Mullins throws out to Ogbonkpolo. He moves right around the screen, curls into the mid-post. Ogbonkpolo had his pocket picked. That ball is loose, and Wisconsin steals it away. 7th turnover of the day for the Bobcats. Klesmet, rhythm, transition three is good. 14 points for Max Klesmet. All right, look out. This is a pivotal moment. Ooh, and a foul called on Wisconsin as Klesmet was trying to push through a screen, his second foul. Montana State needs a bucket here. Down 44-36. Really want to keep this in the single digits. 18:46 to go in the second half. Wisconsin has come out hitting some shots early to open up this second period. Mullins to the free throw line, bounces it out to Brandon Walker. Thought about an open right wing three, turned it down. Hands it off to Tyler Patterson, bounce down to the right block. Walker spins in with a right-handed hook. That's no good, off the glass, had a tough angle with some help defense coming down. Blackwell throws up the top for Crown. Round into the right corner. Tanjay, suffocated by McMahon, skips it along the baseline, and he finds Klesmet, who buries a left corner three. So Max Klesmet coming out hot in the second half, a pair of threes, and it's the first double-digit lead for Wisconsin, up 47-36 with 18 minutes to go in the ball game. And the Bobcats turn it over. Mullins out of control, passes into the corner to Agbang Polo, who's unable to control it, and it's tipped out of bounds. 8-0 run here for Wisconsin, and the Bobcats on the wrong side of a brewing avalanche. Winter out to the left wing, hands off to Klesmet, who's had a hot hand. Out to Crowell, give it to Tanjay. Probing down into the paint, hands it off underneath, passes tipped out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Wisconsin as Brandon Walker was getting down to the hardwood trying to save it. The officials double checking, making sure it was off blue. It was. So stay with white. Wisconsin on their own baseline. They inbound, get it out to Klesmet. Patterson's there for the closeout. Klesmet steps to his left, deep three. That's short, the heat check, and it's out of bounds. Now Klesmet was just getting hot. Now him and Tyler Patterson both sharing a few cordial pleasantries. Jade Mullins still getting the air ball treatment after he long shot at a three in the first half. Mullins pulls up at the elbow off a screen and drills it. That'll silence the air ball chance for now. Mullins up to 9 points in his Bobcat debut, his final year as a collegiate. Cats get it back down to 9. Wisconsin with the ball, leading 47-38. Bounce pass underneath. Crowell blocked from behind. Jay Mullins knocks it out of bounds. Crowell was going against Brandon Walker underneath, and Jay Mullins came in from behind and knocked it out. Jabe has his mother here watching. Down on the right baseline. Crowell backing in on Walker. Spins left shoulder. Oh, they called a foul on Brandon Walker. Looked like he was trying to avoid the foul. Kept that arm pretty straight up. And Coach Logie getting a no more from the official. Second foul on Walker. Now Logie getting a little more of a talking to from the officials. First free throw is good. Crowell, career 71% free throw shooter. Knocks them both down. Just under 17 minutes to go in the game. Wisconsin up by 11. Tyler Patterson, quick trigger, right wing three is no good. Wisconsin has the rebound. Blackwell out to the left wing. Slings it up to the top. Crowell. Bounce pass down to the left baseline and a travel. Tyler Patterson on the defense as Blackwell shuffled his feet. Cats forced another turnover. That's Bobcat basketball going from left to right, down 49-38. So the Cats have weathered a little bit of a run to open up the second half. Max Klesmet got hot from beyond the arc, but has now cooled a bit. A chance for Montana State to get in their set, cut into an 11-point deficit. Mullins from the elbow, kicks it out to the left wing for Pat McMahon. Slings back up to the top. Jay Mullins on the drive, going to the rack, kicks it out, and it's picked off. Eyeing that right corner, Max Klesmet down to the baseline, intercepts that pass. Toss up to the top for Crowell. Kick into the left corner, Tanjay for three. That's no good. Long rebound. The Bobcats corral it on a hop. Mullins into the front court. Gives it to Patterson at the top. Comes right around a screen. We've got a whistle and a foul. John Tanjay tagged for the foul. And that takes us to a break. 15:58 to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing Wisconsin 49-38. Bobcats will have the ball when we come back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at qdoba.com or in the app.
Montana State is trailing Wisconsin 49-38 with 15:58 to go in the second half. Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. Wisconsin has come out and knocked down some shots in the second half. They're 3 of 6 from the field. Let's see if Montana State can get things going. They take it out of their offensive rhythm just a little bit. This is a team and a program in Wisconsin that has been built on the defensive side of the ball. Bobcats go to work with the basketball now, trailing 49-38. Chika Duduka accepts the inbounds pass at the top. Handoff to Ogbonkpolo. He takes it into the right elbow, pulls up his jumper too strong. Tip for the rebound, out of bounds. Staying here with Montana State. Boy, Chika Duduka has really provided one heck of a spark off the bench today. He has been a menace on the glass, giving up a good 7 inches to the 7-footers down there, but still tipping the ball all over the place. Inbounds to Mullins, hands it off to Duduka. Cats get it out to Ogbonkpolo. He crosses over, nowhere to go, gets rid of it. Down to Duduka, left block, 5 to shoot. Bounce pass underneath to a cutting Mullins, and it's picked off. McGee steals it away. Wisconsin starting to take some control with 15.5 to go in the game. Gilmore stops on the left wing, goes up to Crowell around the perimeter to the top. Hand off to Klesmit. He's gotten hot, takes it to the right wing, triggers a 3. He cools off as that 3 is no good. Fight for the rebound, saved across the baseline, and the Badgers still have it. Crowell went right into a couple of the camera people who are trying to recover now. Basically crowd surfing him down there. Klesmit probing with 7 to shoot, whistle and a foul, and it was an illegal screen before the shot, so it's coming back the other way. Bobcats turning the ball over a bunch here. 4 turnovers to open up this second half. Wisconsin hit their first couple of shots, but now they've cooled, missing their last 4. Neither team has scored in over 2 minutes. Montana State down by 11, just under 15 to play in the ballgame. Mullins Gives it to Nduka with a bounce past the top. One dribble, handoff to Garacki, moving left around a screen, turns the corner down to the left block, double team, kicks it out. Ogbonkpolo driving from the left wing, finishes at the rack with a beautiful left-handed layup. Max Ogbonkpolo showing that elite athleticism. His first bucket of the second half. Ogbonkpolo with 8 points today. Montana State within 9, 14 and a quarter to go in the second half as this game has gotten into a bit of a lull. See who grabs the momentum next. McGee drives but cut off, kicks it out. Here's Gilmore, left open for three. That's no good. The Bobcats grab the rebound. They'll give that shot up. Good chance here for Montana State, down 9 as we tick past the 14-minute mark of the second half. Mullins dribbling out of the right wing, has to back it up. The Cats get into their set. Crosses over left, gets to the left elbow, kicks it out. Ogbonkpolo, deep topside three. That's short, out of bounds. No block. Ogbonkpolo saying the reason that was short was it was tipped by the block attempt. Cats don't get the call they think they should have had. And it's Wisconsin ball. Klesmit throws it around the perimeter. Gilmore has it, handing off on the right wing. Blackwell on the drive, going to the rack. Lefty layup is good. Haven't seen too many of those from John Blackwell or Wisconsin. So Cats haven't really been beaten off that one-on-one dribble. Ogbonkpolo turns, pivots. The free throw line jumper is good. Boy, it looked a little like Dirk Nowitzki there, falling away, kicking the right leg out. Max Ogbonkpolo at 6'9", and Coach Logie has just picked up his first technical of the year. He had gotten a couple of warnings from the officials. That did not come out of nowhere. He had gotten a warning or two from multiple officials in the last few minutes. Klesmit to the line. And he knocks it down. That puts the lead back up at 10. Women have a lead right now near the end of the first quarter, up by 3 at home against Troy. Klesmit knocks down the next free throw, so he's having a big-time ball game tonight. Sam Lekelot into the ball game now. 19 points for Max Klesmit today. Bobcats down 53-42, 13 minutes to go in the game. Drive and a kick into the right corner. Quick trigger three is good. John Blackwell reining it in, and a big 5-point swing has helped Wisconsin out to their largest lead of the day, and they've got some control with 12:50 to go in the game. Out to Garacki. He's open. The right wing three. Pure. Ooh, ripping the net. Nothing but nylon. Ryan Garacki with the silencer. He's got 9. What keeps the Cats hanging around? Tanjay working on Lekelot. Spins, jumper, good. Lekelot holding his nose. I don't know if he got hit by a shoulder or a forearm or an elbow there. He got popped. No call. Cats working offensively. Down 58-45. Into Nduka right corner. Probing to the elbow. Kicks it out to Patterson. Jump pass to Garacki at the top with 10 to shoot. Out to Zephyr. Working on the left wing. Pulls up long 2. That's no good. Rebound Wisconsin. Badgers have hit their last 3 shots. Blackwell on the drive to the rack. Blocked! Sam Lekelot. Whoa! He got up above that shot and dented the hardwood, spiking it down. So he took a hearty elbow to the teeth, and he comes back and responds in kind. Let's step aside with 11:52 to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing 58-45 as Wisconsin has taken some control. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Montana State trailing Wisconsin 58-45 with 11:52 to go in the second half. It's been kind of a slow bleed here in the second half with Wisconsin outscoring Montana State by 7 since the break. Bobcats breaking out the huddle here. Coach Logie picked up a technical today. Montana State led by Max Agbankpolo in his first game of the blue and gold. He's got 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. He's taken the most shots for the Cats. Brian Garacki has 8 shot attempts, 9 points. Jay Mullins has 9 points on 6 shot attempts. Inbounds on the Wisconsin side of the floor. Klesmit driving the baseline on Patterson. Stops, pops, jumper. Good. Just barely sneaking it in there, and Max Klesmit down to 21 points tonight. 15-point lead for the Badgers with 11:35 to go in the game, and an illegal screen. Bryce Zephyr was moving, didn't set. Zephyr picking up the foul, his second. It's not like Montana State's hit an icy stretch here offensively. They're 5 of 10 from the field in the second half. But Wisconsin is 7 of 13. The Bobcats have had 5 turnovers. On top of that, Wisconsin with 4 more free throws than Montana State since the break. Badgers from right to left with 11:30 to go in the game. Wisconsin 1-0 on the year. Got the third most Big Ten titles in the conference as Zephyr picks up a foul a long way away from the rim. His third, 4th team foul on the Cats. Wisconsin last year went 22-14, 11-9 in Big Ten play. They lost 4 straight in February. That kind of derailed their season a bit, but still ended up as a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament before losing in the first round against James Madison. McGee on the drive, off balance lefty hook falls in. Boy, he did not have his shoulders squared and still found a way to put that thing in. Mullins goes out to Garacki at the top. And he draws the foul on Blackwell. His third. It's a similar foul that was just called on Bryce Zephyr the other side. Mullins to inbound. Gets it out to Duca. Back to Mullins on the right wing. Crossing over, working on McGee. Now a 3. That's short. Lack of ball movement on that possession. And Wisconsin looking to extend their lead up 62-45, 10:45 to go in the ballgame. Gilmore at the top. Out to Klesmit. Driving a kick, and Blackwell dropped it in the left corner. He was open. And a turnover by the Badgers, their third in the half and their 8th overall. Like a lot to the bench, Naduka to the bench. Bobcats right now with McMahon, Garacki, Mullins, Ogbonkpolo, and Walker. Be interesting to see how this rotation settles in over the next couple of weeks. It'll take some time to find out who the dogs are for Logan. Mullins bounced down to the left baseline. Walker works his way into the paint, steps up with the right hand and banks it off the glass through traffic. First field goal in the second half for Brandon Walker, who has 9 points in this one. Averaged 13 a game last year in 20 minutes of action per contest. It reached the midway point of the second half with Wisconsin leading 62-47. Hand off to Blackwell out of the right wing. Now steps back. He tries a three with a hand in his face. That's no good, and Montana State fumbles the rebound out of bounds. It's hard to get upset about that if you're the Cats. I mean, there was 3 Montana State players all hustling toward the basketball, but they just kind of fumbled it and let it leak over the baseline. So Wisconsin will get another crack at it, having hit 5 of their last 7 shots. Wisconsin inbound, they find Klesmit in the middle, and he is fouled on the right-handed layup attempt. Got in deep. It's Patrick McMahon who is tagged for his 3rd foul. Jet Miller will get a chance to check in here. Wisconsin shooting 46% from the field. They're 8 of 18 from the three-point line and 16 of 17 from the free throw line. Montana State 43% from the field, 41% from 3, 9 of 22. 9 Wendy's three-pointers as Klesmit hits the free throw. And the Cats are 4 of 6 from the free throw line, -6 on the glass. 26-20, Wisconsin leading the rebounding battle right now. And Max Klesmit at the stripe. The game-high 22 points after that last free throw. Career 80% free throw shooter. And he hits them both. 23 points for Max Klesmit. Wisconsin native, 5th-year senior. 64-47, Wisconsin in front. They've outscored the Cats by 11 since halftime. Brandon Walker stumbling, but picks up the basketball and gets it out to Pat McMahon at the top. 10 to shoot, and he draws the foul. Tanjay, the arm bar, and the forearm resting on the hip of the ball handler. That's a textbook call. Ogbonkpolo out on the left sideline will inbound for the Cats. Throws it into the left corner for Mullins. Dribbles right, and his pass into the post is tipped out of bounds across the baseline and into the Spirit squad. Right in front of Area Red, which is the name of their student section. They have just the lower bowl filled up with Badger fans. Walker accepts the inbounds pass, working down to the left baseline. He's doubled and has it tipped free, but recovered by the Cats with 5 to shoot. Miller to Walker, 4. He dribbles into the lane, 2. Pulls up, fall-away jumper is short. Shot clock violation. And a chunky possession for the Bobcat offense as Wisconsin has slowly but surely taken some control as this game continues. It's been kind of a steady drip here. Wisconsin up 64-47. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Klesmit, step back 2 from 15 out on the left baseline. No, missed it. Jay Mullins, the rebound. Out to Ogbonkpolo on the left wing. He curls into the lane, going to the rack, floats it up and in. Max Ogbonkpolo showing off. He's one of the most athletic guys on the floor. He lays it in for his team-high 12th point. Driving a kick into the left corner. Tanjay working the left baseline, kicks it out to the top of the key. Still looking for room, hands it off to Klesmit at the top. He tries a deep 3, way too strong, and Mullins has the Bobcat rebound. MSU into the front court. Gives it to Walker at the top. He hands it off for McMahon. Turns the corner to the free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, and it's good. Pat McMahon rattling it home. He's got 4 points. 8 minutes remaining in the game. Wisconsin leading 64-51. Out to the top, Tanjay. Bounce pass underneath. Pass along the baseline, tipped out of bounds by the active hands of Patrick McMahon. That'll take us to a timeout. Wisconsin leading Montana State 64-51, 7:51 to go in the ballgame. We're taking a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. Check on women's hoops. Coach Binford has Montana State leading Troy 25-22 midway through the second quarter. Here in Madison, 7:51 to go in the second half. Wisconsin leading Montana State 64-51. Let's see if Montana State can put together a nice stretch here. The Cats, they're down healthy double digits right now. But Wisconsin hasn't had a run longer than 8 points. Cats have had as much as a 5-point run. At no point has Wisconsin really just gone crazy off. They've had a couple of hot runs, but it's not like they've just dominated for big stretches of this game so far. Pass down into the post as Wisconsin works offensively, and Ogbong-Polo with a big block and steal. He rushes the other way. Ogbong-Polo into the lane. Turns, pops, jumper. No, tip free. Cats unable to convert after a hot defensive play. Blackwell throws it up to the top. Bounce pass out of bounds off of Jed Miller. No, I thought that hit Miller's foot. I guess not. So Cats catch a call. And it'll be Montana State basketball going from left to right in their dark navy blues in amongst a sea of cardinal red seats that go up to a second upper deck. Pat McMahon into the paint. Handoff underneath through the hands of the Duca, but Mullins able to pick up the loose basketball. Out to the top, the Duca. Handoff for Mullins, curling right, bounce down to Duca, pulls up for the mid-post. His jump shot is no good, and Wisconsin has the rebound. Bobcat defense has been good here as Wisconsin's missed their last 4 shots. Bounce into the post. McGee cut to the rack. Oh, an acrobatic spinning finish with a right-handed layup. Whoa. Kamari McGee, what a finish. Pat McMahon turns, fall away, free throw line jumper is no good. And Wisconsin unable to save the rebound as McGee goes out hard into the band. He's helped up and okay. Checks in on the camera operator underneath who caught a knee to the shoulder and he lost his headset. The camera operators underneath the basket, man, they've been getting banged up. They've gotten tackled a couple of times on both sides. Nobody's safe on the baseline. Here's Mullins curling to the free throw line. That jumper is short. And Wisconsin with the rebound. The Badgers in control now, 6:20 to go in the second half. Wisconsin up 66-51. Still have all out of their key guys in as Pat McMahon rips the ball loose, but then steps on the baseline as he's fighting for the loose ball. Good effort by Patrick McMahon. Kind of looking for a get-right game if you're Pat. Montana State has played almost everybody on their bench who has made the trip. Haven't seen Jeremiah Davis or B.J. Colley yet. Tanjay has his pocket picked by Mullins, and Pat McMahon picks it up. Ahead to Ogbongbolo. Blocked and fouled as he's going to the rack in transition. So Ogbongbolo will go to the line, but man, early on the athleticism that Max Ogbongbolo has shown makes you very, very excited for Big Sky play. He is going to be one of the most springy guys across the conference as the crowd reacts to the replay of the foul. Ogbongbolo pours it in. I mean, he was one of the most highly sought-after high school recruits. Went to USC for 3 years, Wyoming for a year, Utah State with Coach Sprinkle last year. Now a 6th-year grad student, finishing off his career with Montana State. Free throw's no good. Wisconsin the rebound. He splits the pair. Ogbongbolo leading the Cats with 13 points in his debut. 66-52, Wisconsin in front with 6 minutes to go. Lesmit out on the left wing. Still working out beyond the perimeter, guarded by Ogbongbolo. Goes to Blackwell at the top. 5 to shoot. Blackwell to the mid-post. His jumper in and out. And Mullins has the rebound. Cats have hovered around in that rebounding margin today, so that's been a good sign. Ogbongbolo out to Mullins, then to Miller in the right corner. Jed Miller dribbles it back out to the right wing. Give it to Duca near the free throw line. Handoff for Mullins. He curls into the paint, stops, pivots, kicks it out. 10 to shoot. Here's Miller. Round to Ogbongbolo. He drives, spins, loses his footing. No call with some contact, and the Cats turn it over. Bounce into the post. Knocked free momentarily, whistle and a foul as Naduka got a little aggressive underneath. So a couple of fouls for Chika Naduka today, his third. But a lot of them have been hustle fouls. He's been going hard, playing with a good motor. So a couple of key observations to the first 35 minutes of the season. Montana State has been heralded as a very athletic team. They are. They're going to be one of the more athletic teams in the Big Sky. That has shown up already. Going to take some time to find the rhythm, find the rotation, get everybody on the same page, and really build that on-court chemistry. Sounds like they have the off-court chemistry so far, so that's a good sign. McGee, left wing three, that's good. Kamari McGee into double figures, he's got 11. Under 5 to play, Wisconsin leading 69-52. Handoff up at the top, Pat McMahon down to the baseline. Pump fake, fall away, off-balance jumper is good. Tough finish by Patrick McMahon. 6 points in his return, crossing over 150 career points in his career, which is a crazy number to think about as he goes into his 4th year, but it's just been because of all the injuries, missing basically the last 2 seasons. Lesmit down to the B1G logo, has to kick it out. McGee bounce into Crow, back to McGee, cut to the rack, lefty layup, couldn't finish. Jay Mullins affected the shot. McMahon clears the rebound. It's out to Garacki, dials up the left wing transition 3, rattles it home. Timeout called by the Bobcats. Oh, that looked good. There's a flash of what we hope to see from Montana State. They effect a shot defensively, clear the glass, and move the ball around for a rattling transition 3. All right, we got to step aside as the Bobcats use a timeout from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 4:12 to go in the ballgame. Montana State trailing 69-57 at Wisconsin. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
The roar of the crowd, the thunder of thousands of fans stomping their feet as the Bobcats take the field. For Mary, her chronic hip pain kept her from the thrill of her favorite pastime. Thanks to the revolutionary orthopedic care from Bozeman's local orthopedic groups and the Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, Mary was back on her feet and back in the game. If chronic spine and joint pain is keeping you from the activities you love, start your journey by visiting bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hitting the road? When you download the Fuel Forward app, you save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up at Phillips 66, Conoco, and 76 stations. Because that's what the app does. A simple, straightforward way to keep you moving forward. Fuel Forward. 20 cents is a combined savings of 5 cents every day off per gallon plus an extra 15 cents off per gallon for first-time users up to 30 gallons. Offer valid once for new Fuel Forward app users through 12/31/2024. Participating locations only.
4:12 to go in the second half. Wisconsin leading Montana State 69-57, but Brian Garacki just nailed a three. Cats using a timeout. Garacki tonight with 12 points, second cat into double figures. Hugbonkolo with 13. So Montana State trying to finish this thing strong. Wisconsin still has all of their regular rotation guys out there. They have at no point in time waved the white flag. This has been a quality game, and yes, I mean, Wisconsin's in control here by 12. They've led by as much as 17, but it's not like they've run the Cats out of the gym here. Cats turning a little full court press on. Klesmit, jump pass across the timeline with 4 seconds to spare. Bounce over to the right wing as Blackwell sets it up. Montana State's going to get a couple of cracks at these P4 teams throughout the year. Don't be surprised if they get one. Bounce pass down to the right baseline. Crowell draws a foul as Garacki used the body to help force him out of bounds, and that takes us to another break. So the first of 4 games this year against Power 4 conference opponents. Montana State's held their own well enough. They've got a chance close to getting it back into single digits. But first, a timeout for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:51 to go in the ballgame. Wisconsin leading Montana State 69-57. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
DoorTech is serving all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Still have 2 more Cat Chats over at Buffalo Wild Wings for football, but come January, we'll be back at the Ribbon Chop House for our basketball version of Cat Chat. 3:51 to go in the ball game. Montana State trailing 69-57 against Wisconsin. Cats shooting 43% from the field, 43% from 3. Wisconsin 44% from the field, 45% from 3. MSU -4 on the glass right now. 13 turnovers for the Cats, 10 for the Badgers. One of the big discrepancies in this game has been at the foul line as Stephen Crowell goes to the stripe. And the front end of the 1-and-1, is good. Wow. That thing rolled up off the heel of the rim, rattled off both sides, popped up one more time, then sat on the side of the rim, and finally decided to slide through the nylon. And the second one, a little more straightforward, goes right through it. So that is now 20 for 21 from the free throw line for Wisconsin. Montana State is 5 of 8, so that's one of the big differences in this ballgame. Walker with the ball down to the mid-post, kicks it out. Mullins tries a three, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Jabe Mullins. Seeing the Cats knocking down some threes. He's in the double figures. Montana State with some full-court press here. Gilmore doubled, bounces to Klismet. He's got one more second to get across, and does. Blackwell, nearly had it poked away by Garacki. 11-point lead for the Badgers, 3:19 to go in the game. Blackwell on the drive, going to the rack, blocked, rebound, put back good. Pat McMahon, big-time stuff, but Wisconsin still able to convert. Montana State with the ball down by 13, 3 minutes to go in the game. Mullins to the elbow, kicks it out. Garacki, pump fake, around to McMahon. He triggers the deep three. Yes! Cats eating up from deep. Pat McMahon pouring it in, more press from the Cats full court. McGee slices through it into the front court in a 10-point game. 73-63, Wisconsin in front, 2:45 to go. Badgers trying to take the air out of the ball. Out of the left wing, Crowell hands it off into Blackwell down left corner. 8 to shoot, Blackwell. Bounce pass down to Crowell, bobbled in, and it's out of bounds. Montana State forces a turnover, and now they'll have the basketball with a chance to make it a single-digit game. Part of the reason why is they've knocked down 4 straight shots. They've got 3 players into double figures, Mullins and Garacki with 12, Ogwankolo with 13, and then Walker and McMahon each with 9, so some very balanced scoring for Montana State. That is a theme this year. Mullins out of the left wing. Lefty dribble, bumps, recovers, gets to Walker. He has it at the top of the dribble, gets ahead of steam, going on Crowell, spins left shoulder, goes up and came up short with a right-handed layup. Coach Logie doesn't appear too happy with that possession. That was a big opportunity for Montana State, and it ends a string of 4 straight shots made. Final 2 minutes of this one. Gilmore over to the right wing, spins into the lane, bounce past the left corner, Blackwell quick trigger 3. That's good, with a hand in his face. Cats closed it out, but big 3 there. Timeout called by Wisconsin. First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. Also, Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. So they are reviewing that last 3. They're saying it was good for 3. Also, volleyball has gotten back to 500 in Big Sky play with a win at Idaho tonight. They win it in 4 sets. Good defensive game for Montana State volleyball today. They held Idaho to a hitting percentage under 100. Madeline Siebler led the way in kills. So they're up to 6-6 in Big Sky play. They go to Eastern Washington on Saturday. 1:46 to go in the ball game. Bobcats down by 13 with the ball. Jay Mullins almost tripped over his own shoelace. He's all right, though. Kept the dribble as well. Giving to Patterson, around to Walker. He's at the top. Hand off for Patterson. He tries a contested 3. High arcing shot, no good. And a foul on the floor, going after the loose ball. And it's John Blackwell who picks up his 4th. So again, Montana State's going to have some chances here. And they've got 3 Big Ten teams on the schedule as Brian Garacki goes to the line here. But this Wisconsin team was picked with USC as number 12 in the Big Ten preseason poll. Front end of the 1-1 is good for Garacki. And then Northwestern was picked 16th out of the 18-team Big Ten. So they're going to have a chance against a couple of teams near the bottom, projected bottom of the Big Ten. And when you kind of bank these reps against some of the P4 teams around the country, you're going to have a better and better opportunity to potentially spring one of those upsets in the fall. Klismet moving it ahead, bobbled by McGee, pushes ahead to Blackwell just barely. Bobcats showing a pretty good full court press here. That one is tipped free by Montana State and out of bounds. but certainly some good things shown here. We note that Women's Hoops is up by 2, nearing halftime at home against Troy, leading 32-30. Inbounds into the backcourt. Lesman hauls it in. He takes it out to the left wing. Swarmed, doubled, and a timeout called by Greg Gard. Oh, there you go. Well, look, hey, the Cats have played hard. They've hit some shots tonight. They're within shouting distance in the rebounding margin. Hit some threes. They're 5 of 9 from 3 in the second half, sponsored by Wendy's. 12 assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services, with 3 guys recording 3 or more assists. So, all in all, some good things here for the Cats. They've got Wichita State coming up on Saturday, 5 o'clock Mountain Time tip. Pat Stratham will be on the air for that one at 4:30. I'll have the call for Sac State football game starting at 1 p.m. that Saturday. But some good things here for the Cats. Again, really balanced scoring with 5 players scoring 9 or more points tonight. 11-point lead for the Badgers. 70 seconds left of the game. Wisconsin has it with most of their starters still in the game. Lesman up at the top, crossing over. Steps up for 3 and knocks it down, and that feels like an official dagger. Lesman having a monster night, 26 points, 6 of 11 from downtown. 79-65, 50 seconds left of the game. Mullins into the lane, spins right shoulder, had his pocket picked by McGee. Wisconsin going the other way. Seismic pressured. Gets it to Blackwell, who takes it across the capitalized W at center court. About a 15-second differential between the shot and game clock. Wisconsin's going to milk it down here just a little bit. 10 seconds to shoot. But all in all, nice performance by Montana State today. Blackwell doubled. Bounce pass off to Tanjay, 2 to shoot. Jacks up a pass down low. And a little heave at the end of the shot clock is no good. Final possession potentially here with 10 seconds to go in the game. Pat McMahon into the lane, to the rack. Reverse righty layup, able to finish. Oh, that's a good-looking finish by Pat McMahon, who's into double figures in his return. Nice showing by the Cats today, but they'll fall 79-67 at Wisconsin. We'll take a break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield. Yes.
It's time for a wellness tip from Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org. Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Hi, I'm Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. As a family-owned and operated community bank, we are focused only on serving the people, businesses, and communities of Montana. And now we are proud to be named one of the world's best banks by Forbes. We thank our customers for the trust you have put in us to meet your financial needs. If you don't know us, stop by and discover the difference at Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
No matter how far you may go, there's There's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Season has begun, and for the Bobcats, they turned in a pretty fine performance in Madison tonight. They lose 79-67, but certainly showed some good things, and at no point were they outclassed or run out of this gym. They were right there toe-to-toe for most of the night. The post-game show is brought to you by the Rib and Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. All right, before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Keaton Gillogly back with you with Will Gordon back in the studios as Montana State loses it tonight 79-67 at Wisconsin, but a fine showing to open up the year. Bobcats fall to 0-1, and Wisconsin goes to 2-0. All right, we'll take a break on the Rib and Chop House post-game show. More to come. Coach Logie will join us here in a bit, but first, a timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Back with the Rib and Chop House postgame show. Montana State falling today 79-67 against Wisconsin. At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you. So Montana State falling to 0-1, but all in all, a nice showing throughout the ballgame today. Some of the numbers from this one: Montana State shoots 44% from the field, 46% from three, so they go 12 of 26 from the three-point line. That was 12 Wendy's three-pointers. 7 of 10 from the free throw line. For Wisconsin, 45% from the field, 11 of 22 from downtown, and 95% from the free throw line. Wisconsin goes 20 of 21. They've missed one free throw all year. So, I know it's only 2 games, but still a good look at the stripe. I'm sure Greg Gard is proud of that so far. Montana State, 14 turnovers. Wisconsin, 11. Cats forced 5 turnovers in that first half on 5 steals. So they did do a nice job at times in that regard. They were out-rebounded today, 32-27, so all in all, pretty decent there. It wasn't like there was a lot of long stretches where they were just getting blown up on the glass, so they did do overall a pretty nice job there throughout the ball game today. Really, one of the biggest discrepancies was the free throw shooting. Montana State 7 of 10 from the free throw line, while Wisconsin went 20 of 21. For Montana State individually, they had 4 players in double figures. Brian Karaki with 14. Ogbong Polo in his Bobcat debut, 13 points. He looked great. He's going to be certainly one of the most athletic guys around the conference in the Big Sky when that rolls around. 12 points for Jabe Mullins today. Pat McMahon in his return from injury, 11 points, 5 of 7 shooting in this one. So he looked pretty good, had the spring to his step over 26 minutes. Also added 4 rebounds in this one. Should mention that Jabe Mullins had 4 rebounds and 4 assists, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Really kind of spread the assists around. Mullins had 4, Zephyr had 3 in 11 minutes, and Aduka had 3 in 18 minutes. He also had 3 rebounds in this game. We saw 9 points from Brandon Walker. He played 20 minutes today. 6 points from Tyler Patterson, 2 from Jed Miller. On the other side, for Wisconsin, the lead man was Max Klesmit, 26 points in this one. Tanjay with 13, Blackwell with 13, and McGee with 11. All right, we'll take another break on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. We'll hear from Coach Logie here shortly. Montana State falls 79-67 against Wisconsin. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
I was diagnosed in 2010 with bipolar 1 disorder. It took me a while, but I had to surrender to that fact.
At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, we recognize mental health as the foundation of well-being. This is why we partner with advocates like Jason DeShaw and others who spread mental health awareness across the state and beyond.
I've learned that I cannot do this alone, that I have to reach outside of myself for help.
Learn more about Jason's story at bigblueskyinitiativemt.com.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back on the Ribbon Chop House postgame show. Montana State falling today 79-67 against Wisconsin. I'm Keaton Gillogly, joined now by head coach Matt Logie. And coach, boy, you know, you go through the offseason, you get all the pieces together, and finally got the boys out on the hardwood. And you can't learn more than when you finally turn the lights on. What stood out? What did you learn about the boys today?
Well, I thought it was a real positive experience for us on the whole. You know, we are exactly who we thought we are. We didn't play great tonight. I thought we had, you know, in the first half some opportunities to. We got great shots. I mean, 25 of our 30 shots in the first half were good to great shots. But we weren't able to make enough to get a lead and put some pressure on them. And Wisconsin's such a solid team and solid program. Your margins are real small. You've got to shoot well. You can't have 14 turnovers. I thought we did a good job defending the paint. You know, they were 13 for 31 from 2, but we allowed, you know, their two best shooters to get off 17 threes, and that was not part of our game plan. So definitely a lot of things to clean up, and a group that I think is you know, on the right track.
You had 5 guys scoring 9 or more points in this game, 4 guys in double figures. Seemed like there was some good offensive balance, and I'm sure with the talent you have, that wasn't a big surprise tonight. Yeah, no, this isn't going to be a team that you know, is relying on 1 or 2 scorers every single night. You know, we have a lot of different types of weapons, and it's going to be different guys at different times, and I think we have a lot of balance to that. So, you know, that showed out tonight. We didn't quite you know, capitalize on some of the defensive tendencies that we had intended to, and certainly we'll grow from that. I thought, you know, the fact that this was our first game and their second game showed up a little bit early with just kind of the nerves and whatnot. But our guys' fight was really good. Our spirit was good. We shared the ball. You know, and it's very early, so only up from here. Yeah, you kind of touched on it. My last question was just going to be about that effort, that energy, that fight. It did seem like the guys came out, they played hard, they scrapped for a lot of those 50-50 balls today. Yeah, man, these are Montana State Bobcats. That's what we do. You know, these guys have no quit in them. They're very, very together. You know, and it's a new group as well, just like last year. But you know, it'll take a little time to gel and smooth things out. All right, well, it's a long wait for the first one. Now, Coach. Appreciate the time and the insight. Thanks a lot. Go Cats. All right, that's head coach Matt Logie as the Bobcats fall today, 79-67 at Wisconsin. More of the Ribbon Chop House postgame show after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Savory veggie broth packed with flavor from tomatoes, peppers, onions, and spices. Enjoy loaded tortilla soup in a bowl or crunchy tortilla shell with your favorite protein and craveable toppings. That's right, the soup sensations fans have been raving about has returned. But not for long, so get it while it's hot. Loaded Tortilla Soup is back at Qdoba. Order today at Qdoba.com or in the app.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Back at the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Montana State falling at Wisconsin today, 79-67 at Montana's Ribbon Chop House. Our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Through their commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. All right, up next, it's time to get to our First Security Bank highlights of the game. We can take a listen to those right now. In the Naduka, kick out to the right corner. Here's Patterson. That three is good. First three of the year for Tyler Patterson, number 208 in his 5-year career. Here's Zephyr on the drive into the lane. Throws it out to Brandon Walker. He dials up a three, and it's good. Brandon Walker starting 100% from downtown. Down to the left block for Naduka. Out to Ogbunk Polo. His three is good. Max Ogbunk Polo reining it in. His second three of the day. One dribble, handoff to Garacki, moving left around a screen, turns the corner down to the left block, double team, kicks it out. Ogbunk Polo driving from the left wing, finishes at the rack with a beautiful left-handed layup. Out to Garacki, he's open. The right wing three, ripping the net, nothing but nylon. Ryan Garacki with the silencer. Mullins to the elbow, kicks it out. Garacki, pump fake, around to McMahon, he triggers the deep three. Yes! Cats eating up from deep. Pat McMahon into the lane to the rack, reverse righty layup, able to finish. Security Bank highlights of the game. All right, we'll take one more break. When we come back, we will wrap it up as Montana State falls 79-67 at Wisconsin. You listen to the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. This is Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Bobcat fans. Celebrate the blue and gold all season at the Golden Arches with McDonald's new Game Day Bundle. Score big with your crew and pick up a cheeseburger pack with 2 classic cheeseburgers, a satisfying 20-piece McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy medium fries you love. All for just $14.99 and only on the app. It's the guaranteed win for your home team. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through the 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Back one final time of the Ribbon Chop House post-game show as Montana State falls 79-67 against Wisconsin tonight. All right, our Intermountain Health player of the game today, Max Ogbonkpolo. Big game tonight for Max, 13 points, 5 field goal makes, a pair of Wendy's three-pointers. He looked excellent in his 23 minutes of play. The McDonald's delivery of the game, presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. For Montana State, they forced 11 turnovers today. They had 6 steals, so some good defensive performances, particularly the 2-point defense, which we heard from Coach Logie about a bit. So that is the McDonald's delivery of the game, as well as the Intermountain Health player of the game. Looking ahead for the Bobcats, it's up next against Wichita State, 5 o'clock on the air on Saturday, 4:30 on the air, 5 o'clock tip-off against Wichita State. Pat Stratham will be filling in over there in Wichita while I'm on the Sac State football game coming up on Saturday. So that's the look ahead, presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. All right, quickly, other scores. According to the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard, USC leading Idaho State 10-5 into the first 5 minutes of that game. Portland State leading 29-7 against Evergreen State with 12 minutes to go in the first half. UC Davis at Idaho a little bit later today. And go check out the women. Daniel Sally right now on the call with Montana State leading Troy 50-39 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, Daniel's on that call right now. And volleyball got a win at Idaho today to get to 6-6 in Big Sky play. All right, that will wrap up the Ribbon Chop House post-game show. Thank you to Coach Logie for his time before and after the ball game, and thank you as well to Will Gordon, our producer tonight. Final score for a final time tonight: Wisconsin defeats Montana State 79-67. You've been listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud